They used the toothbrush.
Yeah.
The whole
Did
team,
all of
one
it.
toothbrush.
Yeah.
Did the Bengals look like the big dogs against Baltimore?
No. That game went almost exactly how I said it would.
Good call, yeah.
And then obviously the Huntley, again, not everyone can be the Prince. And the Huntley saw the Prince, have a 2-point conversion leap. But Huntley was a little further out and doesn't quite have the long arms or the thick neck to withstand some contact. And all of a sudden the game's flipped. But the guy who was yapping the most, Joe Mixon, didn't even have a good game. And the Bengals are on one of the longest and most sustaining playoff turnover luck heaters I've ever seen. That is now 11 turnovers the opponents have committed in their 5 playoff games. I know this is a massive but aside from beating Patrick Mahomes and coming back and doing what they did there, which they deserve massive credit for, it was Derek Carr, it was Ryan Tannehill, and it was Tyler Huntley. And it was a blown playoff lead to a one-man team, the Cooper Cup on that last drive to blow the Super Bowl. So here's where I'm at, Stink. I hope they beat the Bills because I want their comeuppance to come in Arrowhead at the end of the year because someone's getting them. And that's before you even mentioned they might have lost their left tackle, Jonah Williams. He dislocated his kneecap. We'll see if he can come back. But that was not a good game by them. They were thoroughly outplayed, Stink, and they were very fortunate to win that game. You give them credit because they won, but very fortunate.
Okay, I wrote down luck heater. Okay, you said they were on one of the great luck
turnover luck heaters.
Yeah. Ever?
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you a Herb Schlereth quote. That's my father, Herb.
Okay.
Oh. He's a freak of nature.
Yeah.
Luck has the smell of perspiration.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that.
All right, luck has the smell of perspiration.
Were they sweating on the
might
football, and that's why Huntley lost it?
Let me just tell you,
Yeah,
you create your luck through the way you play. And I will say this about them.
Create
offensively,
the block in the back.
Offensively, come on. They don't call penalties in the playoffs.
Well, certainly
Have
when
you
they're
not been
60
watching
yards
playoff
behind.
football?
They're not even they're 60 yards behind because they can't keep up with the play.
They don't.
They're 58. They're trying to catch up to Hubbard up the field.
He's like this. He's like,
they needed binoculars to see it. I mean, that wasn't ideal, but go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
luck has the smell of perspiration. I will say this about them. They are that team that because of their quarterback, because of the talent they have on the offensive side of the ball, they can create those explosives that you just don't have an answer for. But I will tell you this, their defense is vastly underrated. Agreed. Like they went out and they got Hendrickson from New Orleans. They got DJ Reader from Houston. They went out and got B.J. Hill from the New York Giants. They went out and got Eli Apple from San Francisco. They went out and got Von Bell from New Orleans. They went out and purchased a bunch of people, and then they drafted, a guy like Logan Wilson. They're far better than anybody gives them credit. They just get overshadowed.
And their D coordinator is great.
Yeah, because of how much offensive talent they have. They're a problem.
Yeah.
They are a problem.
Okay.
And they're a problem for anybody. And listen, I think the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC, but they're a problem.
They're undefeated against the Chiefs.
And look, they didn't look good last year in the playoffs either.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember, the
Las Vegas, they gave up 9 sacks to the Tennessee Titans.
The Raiders
and that's a concern. I mean, look, Burrow overcame it last year, but that's a concern. They got 3 offensive line starters out.
Yeah.
And we'll see if Williams comes back. But he got sacked 4 times yesterday. They didn't look great. Obviously, Buffalo didn't look great. And the Chiefs had some games toward the end of the season.
Chiefs didn't look good at all.
Right, where they had
feet up.
No, but Houston, Denver twice. So none of these juggernauts are like blowing you away lately. So we'll see which one is left standing.
Okay, let's talk about the Ravens. Lamar didn't travel. Huntley didn't travel far enough. J.K. Dobbins saying, if we had Lamar, we would have won. Then he said, I was kind of misrepresented. Lamar reposting this message on IG. When you have something good, you don't play with it. You don't take chances losing it. You don't neglect it. When you have something good, you pour into it. You appreciate it. So when you take care of something good, that good thing takes care of you too. Now, my guess is he's talking about the relationship between the Ravens and him.
Good guess.
But it's just a guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schlereth? I'll start here.
Okay.
Do you think it was weird that Lamar didn't travel with the team?
No.
You don't?
Not at all. I mean, that's how you deal with an injury. When you have swelling and you have an issue, the one thing you don't do, and listen, man, there's nobody been more injured than I have over the course of my career. they don't want to travel you because swelling happens when you get into when you go pressurize the cabin. So it creates more swelling. So
Okay, so that's a non-story, you're saying, the traveling.
Total non-story, because what they're trying to do is say, hey, man, maybe, just maybe, we can go and steal a game in Cincinnati. If we don't travel him, we keep him home, we do the rehab, we continue to treat it, maybe he's able to come and play in a divisional playoff
Except
game.
he was never playing again this year.
Yeah.
Guys, listen, Lamar's going through a breakup. Now, I don't know him, so maybe it's maybe a girlfriend. But he's breaking up with somebody right now, and he's doing it publicly on social media. I think most people assume it's with the Ravens. And, again, maybe it's a love life. But he's done with them, guys.
Now, that I agree. I think there's a divorce.
It's a divorce looming.
You think he's done?
Here, my thought process with him is this. The Ravens have basically stated to Lamar, and Lamar is Lamar's people, right?
Yeah. Right?
But they have stated to him they have stated to us that we do not believe that Lamar playing quarterback and the way we play quarterback is a sustainable model for long-term success.
Correct.
Therefore, we're going to offer you what we're going to offer you, but there are going to be outs and there are going to be provisions to protect us as a football team. So what you've said is we don't believe in the long-term sustainability of the way we play offense.
Yeah.
And you made a decision. The other thing is they've handled this so poorly because the Ravens are the ones that came out and said, "Hey, man, it should be the Christmas Day game, we should be good to go."
Yep.
Like you've got to do a better job of managing that message. You put that message out there, like this divorce is pending. It's just not finalized, but they've dotted the I's and crossed the T's.
Well, they also seem to be, and the owner has said that, Steve Bisciotti, they're philosophically against giving you a fully guaranteed deal. And that's what, Lamar seems to want that, and I get it, and they seem to be like, no way.
Sure.
Whether they believe in him, I don't know.
But nobody else did. Like, think about it. Watson got it.
Oh, right.
And then Kyler Murray
didn't
nope.
get it.
I mean, he had a study clause in his. Wilson didn't get it. Like, nobody else got the fully guaranteed money.
But someone will give it to him is the problem, bro. I don't know if it's Atlanta, Indy, Seattle, the Jets, Carolina. I know Vegas. I know somebody will give it to him.
Right.
And Brew, you've been saying all along they'll just franchise tag him. Are you convinced that he'll show up on that? Because I am not. I am not convinced.
This last Instagram post, that's telling, because he ain't talking about a girlfriend. I don't know him either, but. It is really seems to be clear that he is like, either pay me what I want, or but knowing Lamar though, he's only had, this year was his biggest payday. What do you make, like 23 million, something like? And he hasn't had a huge payday, relatively speaking, yet. So if they put him on the franchise tag, the exclusive.
Yeah.
I think he'd have to take it.
I think
$50 million when you haven't made a ton NFL.
Do you think he plays for
in terms of NFL money?
Sean Payton said no, so it's like it'd be weird if I'm like, yes, I do. The fact that Sean Payton went on Fox and be like, I think it's over, it's like, whoa.
You can always repair a relationship, but right now it looks, it's shaky at best.
I think get repaired. $250
million guaranteed.
Like, you know
they
what?
don't want to do it.
I'm going to take my Instagram
They
post
won't
down.
do it though.
Right.
That organization's always been against it.
Okay, keep losing playoff games or don't make it. It's a time to sound the trumpet.
What could we be talking about?
Again?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.